First responders were dispatched to the scene of a crash near the intersection of 2780 East and Flycatcher Drive in St. George Sunday afternoon, where two children reportedly collided with each other while one was driving a golf cart and the other on a motorized scooter. St. George Police Sergeant Brian Hendricks described what occurred.
What we know so far is that there was a 12-year-old driving a golf cart northbound on 2780 East, and then there was a 9-year-old boy on a scooter. We believe that he came off of Flycatcher Drive and was coming on to northbound 2780 East, and it looks like the scooter came in front of the golf cart, and they impacted at the front there. And then the golf cart actually, it sounds like they ran up and over him and then came to a stop. The 9-year-old was face down in the roadway and was not conscious or anything at the time, bleeding from the head. So medical came. I think when they left, he was breathing, but he was still unconscious. With kids, we don't get a lot of kid involved accidents. But when it does happen, obviously it's a big deal. And then in this case, we have kind of kid on kid. It's a 12-year-old driver of the golf cart and a 9-year-old operator of the scooter. So I just like to remind people, okay, the golf carts, if they're going to be on a public roadway, you still have to be at least 16 years of age operating it. They don't require insurance, but this is another reason to maybe have insurance for golf carts if you're going to be on a public roadway in case something like this happens. That obviously the 12-year-old is pretty shaken up and upset about it too, understandably. And then family went with the 9-year-old to the hospital, and they were pretty distraught. I mean, she provided a statement. I'm not going to go into details because that'll be part of the report, but there was no indication of drugs, alcohol, recklessness, nothing like that. She was just out for a drive. She wasn't going anywhere in particular from what I understand.
Sergeant Hendricks said the basic rules of road safety can go a long way toward preventing crashes.
Just be careful, especially at intersections, whether you're on a scooter or a golf cart. Always obey the rules of the road. If there's a stop sign, make sure to come to a stop, yield to people that are already there. As long as you got your head on a swivel and you're checking all the cross streets, then you should be able to see people coming.
The boy was first transported to St. George Regional Hospital, but Sergeant Hendricks said he may soon be moved to a children's hospital in Las Vegas. This is Nick Fiala, reporting for St. George News, your #1 source for local news.